Hey friend, so the words that God spoke to my heart a while ago was this thing that I'm getting ready to do in your life next is going to be so big, so huge, so astronomical, so out of this world that it's going to be unprecedented, without precedent. That also no one else is going to be able to get the glory besides God, because there's going to be no human way, no human understanding. Like, everybody's going to marvel and just gasp in amazement and awe, because there's going to be no other explanation but that God came through. And when he gave me these words, of course, at first I was eager, as I always am. I'm like, this sounds so great. But then those doubts started creeping in, because again, as days turn into weeks and nothing seems to be happening in my life, I start thinking like, God, are you sure? Like, am I hearing you right? Maybe this is too good to be true. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe I'm wishing upon a star. And I just kept feeling like, you haven't heard wrong, God, daughter. I'm still talking to you, and I still want you to hope and believe for what I'm telling you. And then he reminded me of that verse that talks about like speaking things that are not as though they are, and how God does that. He speaks things into existence, and then how he wants to us to partner with him by choosing to believe and speaking those things that are not yet as though they are, choosing to believe and activating our faith by saying, okay, God, we might not understand it right now. In our humanness, it doesn't make any sense. But if you say it, I'm going to choose to believe it. So friend, I feel like those words were not meant just for me, but for you too, that you've been going through something, that you feel like your life right now is kind of a mess, isn't it? And you feel like, in fact, you've been kind of put on the witness stand in a way on your own trial, and you're having to explain things, and everyone is blaming you, and everyone's putting this microscope on your life and your choices, and making you feel just picked apart and to blame. And you're just like, God, I know that you said you're going to turn this around, but I don't know how. I don't see how. But God wants me to tell you that the thing he's getting ready to do on your behalf is going to be without precedent. And that not only is everybody else going to be just amazed and in awe, but you are going to be just overwhelmed at the goodness of God, that he came through in such an mighty, amazing way. And God also wanted me to tell you, like, the verdict is already in. Like, you've already won. It's already set in stone. So you don't need to worry. You don't need to fret. You just need to keep trusting and believing. And also, he wanted me to tell you that he saw the position of your heart in the dark. And when all those people came against you and they slandered your name and they did all the things that they did, that even though it was hard and it hurt beyond hurt, and you didn't do it right all the time, there were times that a few words were slipped past your lips, but you asked for forgiveness, and you went back and you tried to do right by God, and you didn't return evil with evil. Even though it was hard, you still chose to pray for those people and to be kind to those that persecuted you. And because he saw that, and he saw the other hearts involved, that he is going to do such an amazing, unprecedented thing because of your faith. And he is going to pour out unprecedented favor on your behalf, friend. And also, it's just going to show, like I said, not only you, but everyone else. I feel like because of what you went through, that he's going to show everybody just how much on your side he is, and how much he favors you. And he's going to do it very publicly. And they're just going to be like, wow. And you're just going to be like, wow too, because you're going to be like, okay, God, I finally do see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And sorry for those times that I doubted and I didn't maybe think that maybe you were going to come through, but you did. And I'm so happy you did. And your story is going to be that thing that others are going to be like, if God did it for them, he can do it for me. It's going to be that thing that then is going to be the precedent. It's going to set the standard for all the other people. God is going to get the glory in your story, friend. I love you. I hope you have a great day.